But this box is so helpful to keep all my makeup in. When you look inside it. Hi guys, welcome back to Mia's Life. Today I'm going to be doing a video that is really well requested. You guys have been asking for this for like months now and I keep meaning to do it, but for some reason I just never end up doing this. So today I'm going to be doing my makeup collection and storage, and I'm just going to be going through all my makeup I own and like how I look after it and how I keep it. If you're new around here, make sure to click subscribe to become a #MiaCorn, and now let's go on to the video. So where I keep like my liquids, like my eyeliners, my foundation, and my lip glosses and stuff are in these little like storage containers, and these are from Poundland, which I really love these. My auntie actually got them for me. Thank you so much, Harriet, for these, because these are really helpful and they just make my makeup look so neat and just like, I love it. And first of all, I'm gonna start off with this slightly bigger one. So over here it has some like little bits where you can keep in like liquids and tubes. First of all, I have my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. I'm not sure, but this is definitely like the lightest shade they have. I think it's in the shade Fair, but I can't quite remember the name of it. And then I have my other concealer, and this is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. You know, I have very light skin, so I always end up having to get the lightest shade of concealer. And then I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner, and this is a really pretty eyeliner, and it's like glittery. I absolutely love this. This is a new thing to my makeup collection. I haven't had this for that long, so I really love using this though. Then I have my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation, and this is in the shade Porcelain. And then the last like tube, I have my MUA Makeup Academy Amplify Statement Lash Mascara, and this is in the shade Brownie Black, I think. And then it has this little like storage bit, and I'm not really sure what this is meant for. I have a feeling it's designed for like little palettes and things like that, but I like to keep some of my brushes and stuff in here. So first of all, I have my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, and then I have this blusher brush, which I actually like to use for bronzer. I find this is a really good bronzer brush, and this is from The Body Shop, and it's actually like a poppy, and this brush is so soft. This was actually my mom's, and then she gave it to me, and I've had this for ages, but it's just an absolute amazeballs brush. It's lasted me forever. And then I have my Real Technique Beauty Blender, and then I have this silicone sponge, and then last of all, I have a spare bit of that plastic bit that you put on your eyelash curlers, because one of these actually fell off, and luckily I managed to find it, so then I didn't have to use my spare one. I didn't realize this, but without this they don't work. I was like kept trying to use my eyelash curlers, and I was like, what's wrong with them? Why aren't they working? And then I realized it's because it didn't have one of these little plastic rubber bits. So it's good that I have a spare one in case I ever lose that one. So that is my first little palette section. Then I have this little love heart shaped one, which is also from Poundland, and this I like to keep all my lip products in. So first of all, I have my Too Faced Sweet Peach Lip Gloss, and this is just my favorite thing ever. It smells and tastes of peaches. It is really cool, and this is in the shade Peach Fuzz, which is like a sort of pinky peachy color, of course. And then I have my Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Obsessed. And this is a really nice lip gloss. It's like super glittery and shiny. I'm wearing it now and I absolutely love the color of this. This is like the nicest color ever. And then I have this e.l.f. lip tint, and this one's actually, I feel like it's kind of drying up. Like I've had this for a long time now, and this is in the shade Berry Blush. They probably don't even sell this anymore. I've had it for like a year or something. I think one of you Miacorns may have actually sent it to me when I had a PO box. Thank you so much for that. I really like this. And then I have this Lush Black Rose lip tint. It's really strange, guys. I've probably shown you this before because like this is a really funny lip tint, but it's black, but when you put it on, it actually comes out like a really nice, like dark pink. This is gorgeous, Miacorns. And then I have my W7 Very Vegan lipstick, and this is in the shade Majestic Magnolia. And I don't really wear lipsticks or like lip tints or that too often, so I only have a few. I mainly just wear lip glosses. I feel like they're my favorite, like they're my go-to thing to wear. And then I have my Crazy Rumors chocolate strawberry lip balm, and this smells so good, Mia Corns. And then I have my Barry M Core Balmy lip balm, and this is in the shade Adam and Eve, and it's a really nice light pink. But honestly guys, I cannot push this up anymore. It's almost empty. I really need to get a new one because I really love this lip balm, but it's like that close. It's basically empty. I can barely use it anymore, Mia Corns. So that is my second like container where I keep my makeup, and it does actually have a little bit here that is designed for lip pencils, I think, like lip liners. I don't really use lipsticks or anything. I don't have any lip liners. I've tried them before and they just look weird on me. They don't look good. So then the next pot that I have is for my brushes and stuff. So first of all, I have my Spectrum A01 brush, and this is what I use for setting powder, and this is so fluffy. It's a unicorn brush as well, so it's got blue and purple up here, and then this bit is pink. It is so cool. I love the Spectrum brushes. And then I have my eyelash curlers, and as you can see, that here is the plastic bit that I was talking about earlier. These are from Superdrug, I believe. I think Mum got them for me. Thanks, Mom. Then I have my Spectrum B06, another unicorn brush, and this is for eyeshadow. It's like a blending eyeshadow brush. This is so soft once again. Then I have my Real Techniques targeted blending brush. I don't really use this often. Like, I think you can either use it for like liquid blusher and just like liquid, you can use it for concealer as well, but I like to use my silicone sponge for that. The only times I ever really use this is for a liquid blusher that I have, which I'll show you guys later. The only reason why I got this particular brush is because I never use it. It's because it was in a set with these other two brushes, which I use all the time. So I have this Real Technique strobing fan brush, and you can tell I use it so much because the writing on the brush is like coming off, so that's why I can't read it. Then I have this Real Techniques multitask cheek brush. So I obviously use this one for highlighter, and I use this for blusher. And then I have another eyeshadow brush. So this is an Eco Tools, although I've used it so much that the writing has come off it. There's this like blending brush, and then this one I like to use for my eyebrows. It's like a little angle brush, I think the name for it is. So that's all my brushes, and this pot I got from Primark. Then last of all, this is where I keep all my palettes and things like that. So my auntie got me this box, and I'm not sure where it's from, but this box is so helpful to keep all my makeup in, because when you look inside it, it has these three like shelves. So first of all, these two shelves I like to keep my blushes, bronzers, and highlighters in. So the first thing I have is this Unicorn's Heart highlighter, and this is a gorgeous highlighter. I don't use it too often because there is like a green in it, which I find sometimes strange when I put on. But if I'm doing like a unicorn look, this is so amazeballs. And this is by I Love Makeup, I believe, and it's just a really pretty color. I really love that highlighter. And then I have this liquid blusher, which I was telling you about earlier. So it's like a blusher sorbet, and this is from The Body Shop, and this is in the shade Cuban Watermelon. And when I got this, I feel like I was being a bit too adventurous. This shade is a little bit too dark, a little bit too pink for me, which is why I don't really wear it that often, but it smells so amazing. Like, this blusher is super pigmented. And then I have another W7 product. So this is the W7 Very Vegan Matte Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. And as you can see, I've used it a lot because you're starting to see the bottom of the palette. But this is a really good bronzer. I use it like every day when I wear a bronzer, I'll use this one. So that is on the top shelf here. Now on the next shelf, I have my, get it out, my Bare Minerals setting powder. So this is the Mineral Veil, and this is, they only have one shade, and this is like a loose setting powder. I really love this powder. I haven't had it for too long, but it's so amazeballs. If you're looking for a new setting powder, I definitely recommend that one. And then I have, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite products after my lip glosses. I have the Too Faced Love Light highlighter, and this is in the shade Ray of Light. So it's a really pretty sort of like orangey color. I really kind of like orangey, like bronzery almost sort of color. So my highlighter that I use on like a daily basis is like a almost bronzery color, and then the blusher that I use on a daily basis is almost a little bit bronzery as well. It's like pink, a sort of pinkish brown color, which is really pretty. And this is the W7 Very Vegan Powder Blush in the shade Bare Blossom, and this is really pretty. I've once again had this for a long time, and it is the best. So then down here, oh, it's quite heavy this is, I have all my eyeshadows and my eyebrows. So first of all, I have my Urban Decay Brow Bomb, and this is in the shade Blondie. This is a really nice palette. So it comes with 2 eyebrow colors and then also a wax. That is really cool, and then it also comes with some brushes and some tweezers, which I lost on holiday. And then my next brow palette is this W7 Very Vegan Brow Eco. 2 eyebrow colors, and then it also comes with a highlighter and a brow wax. Also, once again, I've lost the tweezers. I always end up losing my tweezers. And then it has a little spoolie and another little brush there. Then I have all my eyeshadow palettes. So I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes. A couple of them are quite like colorful, and I wouldn't really wear them on a daily basis, but they are really, really pretty. So first of all, I have my W7 Very Vegan Eyeshadow Quad. And I don't really use this that often because I don't feel like the colors are the best colors ever. Although I do really like to bring this one on holiday because they're like sort of natural, everyday colors. So this is the eyeshadow quad in the shade Spring Spice. So there's a white glittery color. The thing I don't like about this palette is that they're all glittery. I really like just to bring only this palette on holiday, but that means you have to wear completely glittery eyeshadow, which is not really the best. And also, there's quite a lot of fallout in this, which isn't the best, but they work. And then I have another W7 Very Vegan eyeshadow palette, and this is their full natural nudes eye color palette, and I've had this for a long time, and the lid has actually fallen off, so you just have to go like that. The like metal bit that was attaching this to the palette has fallen off and it's broken. So I've got this light white color, and then it's got some gold colors. It goes from a really white sort of natural color to all the way to a black, which I never use. I think I've only used this once, and that was for Halloween. But as you can tell, I really like this one, and this gold one is like almost to the bottom, but I absolutely love that color. The other colors, the darker colors, I don't really use that much, like this grays. I've tried that before, and they don't really look the best on me, but it's a really nice palette. Some of the colors are really nice. And then I have one of my really bright palettes, as you can tell. So this is by MUA Makeup Academy. It has some really cool colors. So there's like blues, yellows, dark blues, green, red, orange, pink. This is just such a cool palette, and this is the Silent Disco eyeshadow palette, and it does look very disco. So I really like this palette. I haven't really used it that often. I don't really know why I bought it. I think maybe I just saw it and I was like, that is so cool, I need to get that. And then I have this Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette, and this is the Midnight Unicorn palette, and I do use this one a little bit more than this one because I really like this color. I'm actually wearing that today, and this color is really pretty. And sometimes I like to use some of the purple ones, and this is such a pretty palette. It's got like a white glittery color here, which I also love to use on like a daily basis. And then it has like some blacks and some silvers and it even has a green in here, which is super cool. And then obviously loads of pinks, loads of purples. This color here is really pretty. I haven't tried that one out, but it looks really gorgeous. I actually really want to try that out one day. And then my last palette is actually a blush palette, and I really like this blusher palette, and this is in the shade Sugar and Spice, and this is once again by Makeup Revolution, and I've used this quite a lot. As you can tell, the writing on this has actually come off. So this is a really pretty blusher palette. It has some nice like darker pinks, natural pinks. So when I use this, I like to use a mixture between these two. These two are like my favorite. And then it also has some more like highlightery colors. So sometimes I like to use this one as a highlighter. I haven't really used that one that often because it's quite pink. Like you'd have to use that as a really glittery blusher, I feel like. I mean, you might be able to use it as a highlighter, but I'm not really sure. So guys, that is the end of my my makeup collection. That is all the makeup I own. Most of it is in here, but then I also have some storage little pots and things like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you are new around here, make sure to click subscribe to become a #MiaCorn. That is all the makeup I own. I don't own an absolutely massive amount of makeup, but I really like all the makeup I own. Like, I did have more, but then I gave some of it away just because I never used it and I didn't really feel like I needed it anymore. So sometimes I just like to go through and sort it out a bit. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to go follow me on Instagram @MiasLifeOfficial, because every time I publish a video, I will be announcing it to you guys on there, so then you can be able to be like one of the first people to watch my videos. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.